fellow babies. Welcome to a 42 show here, where we're starting off with an important question that everybody should at least know the answer to, because I don't. Why in hell do we call them hamburgers? There's no ham in them. They're made of beef. Why aren't they beef burgers? Why are
they even burgers? What's buggering them up?
Yeah, I figure that probably has something to do with a German or something, right? Burgers, It just sounds it, right? But how you doing out there, everybody?
Hello.
I actually would like to know the answer, but I'm also trying to roll a joint in the background. So let's go right to Dunk's first article, and then I can do my thing too.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot going on in the waters. It seems, especially the salt water. Crocodoodly-doodly-doo. Crocodiles have been whipped up into a sex frenzy, and it's all due to low-flying military helicopters. The male residents of a crocodile farm in Queensland, Australia, got all riled up after hearing the Chinook helicopter. It appears they may have mistaken the whirring blades to the start of a mating season. John Lever, the owner of Karuna Crocodile Farm, said, all the big mouths... What? Yeah,
Crocodile farm.
Yeah. They farm them. They grow them on trees. All the big mouths got up and roared and bellowed up at the sky. And after the helicopters left, they mated like maids. Well, they think...
Look, cuz, they like rabbits.
Yeah, they didn't say they were mating with the females, just with each other. Yeah.
They all went down to the gay bar and had a great time.
Ordering the handbags and crocodile shoes. Yeah. They think the helicopter may have sounded like a thunderstorm to the animals, and the experts have added that storms tend to get the saltwater crocs all hot and bothered, because October and November are the animals' usual mating period when thunderstorms are common. Understanding that the mating during the storms mean that once the eggs hatch, the weather conditions will be less severe, giving the hatchlings a better chance of surviving. But if a helicopter gets you off, it gets you off.
You want to take a ride in my helicopter?
Does it do it for you, Dick? I don't know.
I don't like heights, so probably not.
By the way, we just got a thing from NANA. I don't know if you want to do the NANA thing.
Oh, of course. NANA gifted 5 Shills memberships. Hold on, I got to make the rain thing happen here. Hold on. NANA. Hey, thanks, NANA. Awesome.
Lovely jubbly.
I actually forgot I had the rain effect that I could kick in there, so that was my fault.
You're learning.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll get there.
Yeah, I'm green. I'm new at this, right?
Yeah.
So the moral of that story is, if you see an alligator with a big erection, play your cards carefully, people.
It could have a small erection. I'd still go carefully.
Yeah. Now, have you ever wanted to have a surgeon remove a part of your skull and then have a 7-foot-tall robot equipped with cameras and sensors and a needle push 64 threads into the brain, and I quote, while doing its best to avoid blood vessels? If that's you, Elon Musk is looking for you, because Neuralink is about to stick a chip in somebody's head. And if you don't mind a robot that's going to do its best, if that's good enough for you, like if you were the kind of person that would have bought a Yugo car back in the day, then you should sign up for this, because this is right up your alley.
Have a go, hero robots. That's just what we want.
Yeah. Look at here, the bottom paragraph. After a surgeon removes a part of the skull, a 7-foot-tall robot dubbed R1, not R2, right? We haven't got there yet. Equipped with cameras, sensors, and a needle, will push 64 threads into the brain while doing its best to avoid blood vessels. So what are they going to do? Line 50 people up? Ah, damn robot. Okay, bring in the next one. I mean,
now do better this time, robot.
Come on, Robbie. You can do it.
I'll have a go.
Yeah. And Grant, this is not like some university research program where they pay you enough to get like beer and pot afterwards. This is a volunteer. Right?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I might do it. I might go for it because then I can go on a wicked crime spree and blame it on all on the chip.
That's funny. That's funny. That guy's probably in court right now saying, hey, but I already have one. What do you say? You better take it because this is just like the ocean is fighting back.
Oh, hold on a second, Dick. Can you take over? I've just got to.
Oh, yeah. No worries. So here's one that we'll bring up that's actually like something important that y'all should know, especially if you've served or did serve or are serving in U.S. military of any branch or arm, whatever they call it. U.S. military members' personal data is being sold by online brokers. There's been a hack. Or maybe an inside leaker, but sensitive, highly detailed personal data for thousands of active duty and veteran U.S. military members can be purchased for as little as 1 cent per name through data broker websites. Duke University just figured this out. So if you're a vet and, you don't want this to be you, let's see if we can scroll down here and maybe there's somewhere you can get a hold of to see if, you can find out if you're on it. There's this is on Axios.com. So there's the name in the top left. So if you're somebody that could be affected by this, check this site out because down at the bottom there is a link here. Go deeper. 2023 toll of data breaches. Oh, no. Okay, I see. That's not quite what you want. So maybe what you would do is get a hold of Duke University and they could maybe lead you to where you can find out if you're on these lists or something. But we know quite a few vets due to being YouTubers and channel and we know active military persons and stuff. So, geez, I hope everybody's okay. Because this could, that's horrible. And I mean, if you're some hacker person out there and you're like looking for systems to compromise and stuff because it gives you street cred and all that other stuff or whatever, you don't do it to people that are fighting for your freedom and whatnot so you can sit in mommy's basement and be a keyboard warrior. What the hell is wrong with you? So I hope these guys get caught too and get severely raked over the coals. Yeah, I think it's raked. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Okay, I think Dunk is still on his emergency thing there. I don't know what happened. So we will continue. This one I find strange, but maybe they need it. I don't know. Is anybody here from Washington, D.C.? Because there seems to be an epidemic of stolen cars to the point where the government is going to be giving residents free air tags to help track stolen cars. Right? So you're living there, you have such a high chance of having your car stolen that now they're just handing out AirTags, Apple AirTags. Here you go. What if you're in line to get one and you say to them, I'm an Android user? I'm not sure this is the all-encompassing solution for everyone. Is there a lot of Kias and Hyundais in Washington, D.C.? Because we all know how easily those are stolen, right? We went over that. But they introduced legislation. Like, this is not just a flippant off-the-cuff thing. There's, to address crime trends. And they're gonna hand out the AirTags. I'm surprised that they didn't, partner with somebody like Apple and get AirTags, but then make it, at least name it differently. It seems weird that you would do it that way. And AirTags, I mean, we've had stories where AirTags have been used for very nefarious purposes and whatnot as well. So I'm not really sure that this is the end-all, be-all solution that they think they need. But if cars are that easily stolen these days, it does beg the question, what could be done about it? I mean, number one, tracking your vehicle, that'll help, relocate it maybe, but nobody wants to be tracked when the owner's driving. You know, you only want it to be turned on when you report your car stolen. And I think therein lies a thing with most of the public, because I don't want that tracking thing into my car unless I put it there, or I know that it's not on if I don't turn it on. Right? So, but if it's getting to the point where people are starting to consider handing out AirTags just over stolen cars, we got a crime problem that really needs to be addressed. I don't think Dunk's back yet. Nope, not yet. So here's the Bored Ape Conference. Bored Ape is like a gathering about NFTs and whatnot. This just went down. And they had such a laser show, like here's an example of what was going on, that attendees were waking up with searing eye pain and vision loss and the whole bit. Can you imagine? You spend money to go to some conference and you wake up at 4 a.m. blind? There's it's just, that's just a little bit over the top here. But let me scroll down here. Okay, yeah, this is where they blocked me out now because I had to restart my computer before going live. God damn it. But one dude says he woke up at 4 a.m. and couldn't see anymore. He had so much pain and his whole skin is burned. Needed to go to the hospital. The doctor told me the UV of the lighting on the stage did it. It has the same effect as sunlight. Still can't see normally. That's, I would not want to be a promoter or somebody involved with putting this thing on, because if you affect somebody's vision on like a lifetime level, look at and just think about what you've done to that person. Right? These guys are going to be looking at lawsuits up the ass, and it's an NFT conference. Well, everybody knows NFTs are bought for $50 and then worth 5 cents afterwards. So who out of this crowd has any money left over? They're probably all broke, bankrupt, ruined, but c'est la vie, right? What are you going to do? I just hope that people are held accountable on this, because you can't be doing that to people. You've got to get your act together. So let's hope that in the future, a laser show isn't a risk on your own health and well-being. Sorry, but I told you I was rolling this earlier. I just had to get into it. So we're going to go on to our next one here. I think Dunk probably fell down the stairs and he can't reach his little help, I've fallen and can't get up button. We're going to have to get him a new one. Maybe the battery died or something. There's a little report here I wanted to get into as well here. Consumers are paying way more than ever for streaming TV each month. And it's not like this is due to, inflation and stuff. It's out of control crazy. They've been looking at it more and more. And, I've been talking about this a little bit because it's crazy, right? Last week, Apple went from $6.99 to $9.99. Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN and Netflix have all hiked their platforms and stuff. Some of these things have doubled their prices, and they haven't been on the market for 10 years yet. Right? That's it gets to the point where big business is they're not saying what's a fair price for this service. It's how much can we milk a consumer before they finally tell us off. And they're just pushing and pushing, but nobody wants to let go of the content. So they keep getting away with it. So my advice, I've said this before, is pirate, baby. Ha ha! And you got to vote with your wallet with these assholes, right? So vote with your wallet and say no. There's way better ways to consume the exact same content. Ad-free, the whole bit, all high quality. You'll love it. Trust me. We had a super sticker from Yvonne Way, $5, or the is it the Swiss one? And it's hands clapping. I wonder if I have a reaction for that. This weird reaction thing. Here, I could do the little bubble. But thanks, Yvonne. I like the super stickers because I get to act them out and do something. Here. let me bring this up right here. Price increases for the streaming platform. So ESPN, 120% raise. Apple TV is over 100. Disney, 100. Netflix, 93%. Hulu up 50. And then the other smaller guys are up smaller because, well, they just don't have enough of a hammer to beat you over the head with. So it's going to keep going and going. And, it takes us, the consumer, to stop them. So, just sign out. Tell them to piss off. In our ongoing series now, because I don't think Dunk's here even yet, I'm going to have to end up reading his articles, and I didn't prep on his articles, so I don't even know what they are. That'll be interesting. Microsoft, we've been reporting on AI quite a bit around here. Not too much, but enough, because it's a big deal now, right? Microsoft is making an absolute mess of MSNBC, the news site they own, because they've replaced huge amounts of staff with AI, and it's just completely screwing up the content. False claims that Biden fell asleep during a moment of silence, a conspiracy theory that the latest surge in COVID-19 cases being orchestrated by the Democratic Party ahead of the election, an obituary for a late NBA player that described him as useless, and on and on and on. And they can't wait, these big business, they can't wait to switch over to AI because the cost of AI, sure, it's not free. You got electricity, computers, you got to cool them, the whole 9 yards. It's data center stuff, right? But when you break down what the AI can accomplish at close to human levels versus offices full of people, they're making off like bandits. And they're screwing us at the same time. Right? You can't trust something that's AI written, and the AI isn't out there digging into the news. It's just regurgitating other people's crap. Right? So why would you even want to go there? So if this is the case, my recommendation, of course, right now, I'm not a big Microsoft fan as it is. I'm no fanboy of Apple or anything, but is stay away from MSN.com because it's just ripe with errors now. You can't trust what you're being fed. And why would you go to a news place where you can't trust the news that you're getting from it? Right? That's like going to a car dealer knowing that you're going to get a car that has square wheels. Why would you do that? Right? It don't make any sense. So MSN.com, the MSNBC thing that they had going for a while there or whatever, we call it basically garbage now. They have no place in our thing, and you won't be seeing them reported from us anymore because, we can't trust that. Now, this is disturbing because on so many levels. Like, one thing a parent has to trust in life is the baby products they buy, right? And toxic toddler fruit pouches, extremely high lead levels have sickened 7 in 5 states already. And this article's a day old now, so I'm sure it's only worse. But these little packets of sick that you feed to people, you twist off the little, it's just the mush that comes out. Yeah. These 3 pouches so far are linked to the lead contamination. Lead! Of all things, how in hell is lead anywhere near a factory that produces things for babies? Lead, right? And they have suffered acute lead poisoning. So if you know anything about lead poisoning, like all the stuff we had in courts during the whole leaded gasoline and whatnot, people that worked with lead were like jumping out of windows and stuff. They were just going absolutely insane. You can only imagine what a poor child would go through with lead poisoning, acute lead poisoning, no less, right? Because, that just only means worse. So, Wanna apple cinnamon fruit pouches, Schnucks brand cinnamon flavored applesauce pouches, and Weiss brand cinnamon applesauce pouches. There's the pictures again. Notice how it's 3 brands, but they all have lead poisoning, meaning that you think there's 3 competing companies on the market, but it's actually coming out of the same place. We get that all the time. All have been recalled. Don't buy, sell, serve, or eat these products, or feed them to your baby, right? Any pouches that have already been purchased should be thrown away on the spot. No, they should be returned for a complete refund, where you can also voice your distaste at a company who could poison baby food with lead. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know, parents have so much going on in this modern day and age that nobody has time for that crap. You know, oh my God, do I have to worry about my child being poisoned because I need to buy a pouch of stuff to squirt in their mouth because I'm busy today? It's bad. It's bad. I really, 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 really think that big business like this get away with this stuff far too often, and they get these stupid little fines that mean nothing because they're making billions anyway. You know, it's a joke. But and here's one that's a little bit close to home for me, and this just shows to show you government regulators mean about squat these days. So up in Canada, we just had we got 4 main internet service provider telephone cable companies, right? Bell, TELUS, Shaw, and Rogers. Rogers just gobbled up Shaw in what they're calling a merger, even though Shaw's disappearing and everything will be Rogers. And so now we only have 3 big companies. So the CRTC, which is our FTC, the people that govern ISPs and telecos and all that kind of stuff, have decided that because there's a big drop in internet service provider competition in Canada, now they're going to mandate that the companies that are left have to share their fiber networks with some of the smaller companies to level the playing field. Well, why did you just let 2 of them merge? And now you're complaining there's not enough competition. You can't make this crap up, man. You can't. So Bell, one of the big companies in Canada, has just decided it's going to cut its fiber spending by $1 billion in protest to this ruling. So that means that you're not going to roll out more fiber when your other competitors will, to protest a ruling that will make you a lower player in the emerging fiber at home internet market. That makes no sense either. I don't understand that. But, and everybody, like, I don't know, most people I think know this. I do. The smaller ones that will rent time off of their service will be slightly higher priced, but they won't be as heavy for credit checks and stuff. And what happens is people that don't have the credit check to go to get the big company service will go to the smaller company services. That's all this is going to help. It's the same with those prepaid phones. 2/3 of the people I know in Canada that have prepaid phones have it because they can't qualify for the other service, right? So this is not anything to do with competition in the market. It's just a way of saving face because they let a massive merger go through that never should have. And our regulators fail us yet again. Welcome to 2023, where consumer protection means about squat. So, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Now, I'm looking through Dunk's articles here because I know if he gets back in time, there's a couple he really wanted to get to, right? So let me just go here. Oh, yeah. Here's one I'll do. So the world of darts is pretty big game. I'm not going to call it a sport because, I mean, you can be overweight and be an amazing player. But the world of darts has a player who's now being forced to change his rude nickname after qualifying for the world championship, right? So here's the dude, right? I mean, he looks pretty harmless, right? You know, so if you scroll down a bit, where is it? Where's his name? This article is very long-winded. 20-year-old Owen Bates. There's his name there. And, you know, so, you know, you got people like nicknames like Gerwin the Iceman Prince and Peter Snakebite, right? Well, Owen is known as Owen the Master Bates. And because of that, he's being forced to change his nickname because they won't say it on the broadcasting and whatnot. I mean, I get it, right? But why don't they just say like Owen the Master? Just leave Bates out or whatever, right? You know? I mean, it can't be that big of a deal. And in this day and age, how many people are still left alive to actually get offended by that? You know, I bet there's more people alive that were there when Pearl Harbor was bombed than there is that would get offended by that. Right?
I would like to point out that Owen is wanking 120th in the league.
Oh,
yes,
that's funny.
yeah. So come into the comments and help give him a new name. Some of the new names have been suggested.
Norman
is Norman, and also things like what was it? I've lost it now. Mustard,
Phoebe.
Mustard Bates. Why not just call him the wanker?
Yeah. But I mean, to be honest, I don't know if you can judge whether a person is a chronic masturbator or not by looks, but if he plays darts enough to be in the world championship, I don't think he's actually a candidate for a yearly supply of Jergens lotion and tissue, So I think it's fine. Leave him be. Emergency solved. You're all good?
Wife had a seizure.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Yeah.
I know all about how scary that is.
So I'm just giving her a few minutes and show's going to finish and I'll go back and check how she's doing. But
yeah. Jesus. Okay.
Sorry about that, everybody.
Yeah. No worries. I don't think I bored too many people. I think we're okay.
It's annoying because I had some cracking stories that I'll just have to say for next time.
I used one of yours, and I said before he got back, I'm trying to pick the right one because I know there's a few in here that he wants to get to, and I don't want to be stealing them on you, right?
Which one did he do?
I did the dart player. That's it.
Oh, yes. No, yeah. I heard that. I was there.
Well, then why'd you ask? Fucking moron.
Because I didn't see the rest of it.
So, well, we still got 4 minutes here if you want to do one.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, let's go to the one after the Crocs.
Okay,
because the next one's a bit longer winded, and I want to keep that one. So
yeah.
Let's go for Surfshark VPN, who is our sponsor tonight. So a violent encounter between a surfer and a 10-foot great white shark saw the ocean-going predator violently lunge at the stunned man. Two surfers thankfully survived the encounter with the massive shark. No, nobody asked how the shark felt. Ray Trout said, Pete Edmund and I were surfing by ourselves. What? Okay. Over in front of the VIP guest, blah blah. He was in the water. Pete was sitting on his board, and I was standing on mine. And when I looked over my shoulder, a 10-foot great white shark was on track right at Pete's legs. The shark even turned on its side as if to take the leg in. In that moment, I yelled, "Shark!" as Pete was still unaware. And as I yelled, I stabbed my paddle into the water at the back of the shark, and it violently turned at me. What do you expect it to do? Apologise. Tail and head thrashing backwards and forwards, erupting the water. In closing, I will add that I had not been on my SUP, which I had to look up, which means a stand-up board. This event would have played out very differently. Maybe, if he was lying down, then he wouldn't have seen it. But he says, neither of us panicked, and we reacted perfectly, says the man who screamed, "Shark!" at his friend and whacked it with his paddle. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm sure he's like trying to embellish a story so he comes off a little bit cooler than he actually was.
Yeah, exactly.
He's probably got some brown streaks in that wetsuit of his. He's going to have a hard job selling it on eBay. I don't know.
Yeah. That's I do believe that's a doctored story as well, because we all know how Shark Week really plays out. We know who it was.
Yeah. Sharksky VPN, new sponsor.
Totally.
Well, I squoze one in for the end.
Yeah. Yeah, which is, I mean, we are at our time here now.
Yeah, I did have quite a few more stories that are mostly ocean based, but I will save them for next time.
Yeah. Jacques Cousteau will be with us Thursday. So we should do, I don't have everything set up for live to over talk to the credits here. So we'll give a big shout out to CF Beauty for running everything in the background and stuff, the mod team and the research team and everything else that goes on around here. We got BME, Shayna Caldwell, Streamlabs. Great job modding tonight, Streamlabs. I don't know if anybody else is here that's on the mod team or not. I don't really know. But thanks to everybody, and big thanks to NANA and Yvonne Way as well for contributing to the channel and helping us out. Awesome.
Yeah, and if you are like a super chatter, we like you very much, and or any like direct donations to the show, because as you know, even though we don't have Sharksky 3PN as a supporter for this channel, we don't have any sponsorships whatsoever. So any funding is always helpful and greatly loved. Sorry, I'm a bit flustered. Yeah,
I bet you are.
Yeah, so if you like the show, even without me on it, give it an extra thumbs up, just so I know. Give it lots of thumbs down if you liked it better with just Dick.
No thumbs down at all. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
And but okay, hit the like button, and and subscribe and all that kind of stuff, because you already are subscribed. I'm just gibbering now. I'll shut up. Yeah. I'll see you next time.
Good night, everybody. See you soon. Take care.
Stay shitty.